Hello, my name is Ioan and thank you for tuning into my first official video. I am a 20-year-old plant-based bodybuilder and triathlete. I seriously started working out back in September of 2018, and I've been plant-based since November of 2019. I have recently registered for my first ever show, and I am set to compete at the WNBF in the men's physique division. In addition, I have also registered for my first ever triathlon, a Calgary 70.3 half Ironman. My goals are to win the men's physique competition for my division, and to place top 10 in the Ironman for my age group. The video that I have put together for you today is one of two parts, which consists of my fitness journey thus far. I hope you enjoy.
A passage between Europe and the Middle East, Bulgaria is undeniably rich in history as a country that has seen a vast array of different cultures and religions over the many eras of human civilization. In 1989, when socialism collapsed, Bulgaria went down as well. To this day, this beautiful and agriculturally rich country, which is now part of the European Union, remains one of the poorest in Europe, with overall corruption and slower democratic development, especially in the medical system. On September 30th, 2000, I was born in the city of Plovdiv, Bulgaria, around 2.5 hours from Pazardzhik, where my parents lived at the time. Considered one of the top hospitals in the nation, this was a hospital where I was born. Shortly after my birth, my parents noticed that something was wrong. They noticed an abnormality in my right foot, as it appeared very twisted and irregular. Worried about my health and condition, my parents turned to the nurses and doctors. However, they were quick to brush off all of my parents' concerns, stating that I was perfectly healthy and that they had nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, my parents would soon come to face that they were right about their concerns. I was born with a condition called congenital clubfoot, or simplistically, more widely regarded as just clubfoot. Clubfoot is a condition where the tissues connecting the muscles to the bone, the tendons, are shorter than usual. The front of the foot is twisted downward and inward, the arch is increased, and the heel is turned inwards. Clubfoot causes vary from genetics, to environment, to womb space. The true cause will remain unknown to this date, as I am the first case of clubfoot in my family. I personally believe it was due to the fact that I was just too large of a baby for my mother's womb. The method, used as the golden standard to treat clubfoot, is called the Ponseti method, and it was developed in the 1950s by Ignacio V. Ponseti at the University of Iowa. Dr. Ponseti's method of clubfoot treatment consists of several stages of casting rehabilitation. Casting is used with the intent of stretching the tendons back into their original and intended positions in the early stages of infancy to offset the malformation caused by the clubfoot. Most cases of club feet using this method are corrected within 6 to 8 weeks of infancy without any needed surgeries or long-term side effects. Unfortunately, my case would be anything but the golden standard in terms of clubfoot treatment. On October 3rd, 2000, 4 days after I was born, my parents went back to Plovdiv for a consultation about my foot. At the consultation, they were told that I would need immediate corrective surgery in order to fix the abnormality of my clubfoot, as apparently surgery was their only option. Unfortunately, this was a corrupted lie, as an operation was not needed in any regard. Due to extreme corruption and low-level healthcare in Bulgaria, officials and government agents brushed off these ill practices. My treating doctor, a professor at the time, chose to exploit these invasive surgery measures on a newborn child in order to make more money for himself. My parents trusted him and paid him well. On May 14th, 2001, my first surgery on my right Achilles took place. After my first operation, I underwent another surgery on September 9th, 2001, by the same specialist. Of course, both surgeries were paid for by my parents. After a seemingly full recovery, I started to walk. Fast forward a couple of years, and my condition worsened. At the follow-up with the same professor, my parents were told that I would probably need more surgeries until I was fully developed, perhaps leading late into my teenage years. Unfortunately, this was another fabricated lie. Once again, another attempt at a money grab. To relapse, the Ponseti method would have found me cured within the first 3 months of my original consultation, with no required surgeries or operative measures whatsoever. Sadly, the reality is shown in these two video clips. Appalled by the news and seeing no change in my mobility or condition, my mother went on a Yahoo group about clubfoot and furthered her research, in turn discovering the Ponseti method. In the United States-based online clubfoot group, she found a doctor in Bulgaria by the name of Dr. Zhivkov, who corrected clubfoot without any needed surgeries whatsoever. He lived across half the country, but my parents didn't hesitate and got in contact with him immediately. Unfortunately, due to the severity and botchery done by my first two operations, to my right Achilles and inner sole, Dr. Zhivkov had no other choice but to perform a correcting surgery to offset the damage done. After my third operation at the young age of 3, Dr. Zhivkov continued his Ponseti method treatment with plaster molding casts, custom heel support shoes, and nighttime casts which connected both of my feet. I would wear the shoes on a daily basis and would sleep with the casts for over a year. His professionalism, honesty, bravery, and determination to help people is the reason why I have achieved so much. He is the reason why I'm walking, running, cycling, and living my best fitness life possible. Following the treatments performed by Dr. Zhivkov, my parents decided to move to Canada with the primary goal to seek full mobile recovery for me. They decided to move to Vancouver as one of the most renowned orthopedists in the world practiced there, Dr. Pirani, who specializes specifically in clubfoot and orthopedic treatment in young children and infants. My parents packed 9 suitcases, $10,000, and left everything behind in Bulgaria, and we all crossed half the globe together and moved to Vancouver, British Columbia on January 22nd, 2005.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed what I had put together for you today. Part 2 is already on the way, and it will cover my rehabilitation process, my transformation, as well as my current training regimen. If you like this video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, or share, as it really helps me build up more content in the future, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, friends. I will see you again very soon.